Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. In the tripartite agreement between the United States, Japan and the Netherlands, the United States is the initiator, Japan is the most active, and the Netherlands also joined the ranks of restrictions after much thought. Since the United States upgraded its strict chip export controls in October last year, it has been persuading allies, such as Japan and the Netherlands, to join the restrictive team, and the United States has achieved its goal. Japan officially took effect on July 23 this year to restrict the ban, but it is the Netherlands that is under great pressure, because China is also taking export control measures. Foreign media, the consequences are very serious. China has a certain dependence on imported semiconductor equipment. Although China has made significant progress in the semiconductor industry in recent years, in the field of high-end manufacturing equipment, a large amount of imported equipment is still needed to meet domestic demand. Lithography machines, one of the most critical pieces of equipment in semiconductor manufacturing, are used to transfer circuit patterns onto chips. At present, the world's major lithography machine manufacturers are mainly concentrated in the Netherlands, Japan, and other countries. China still relies on imported equipment in the field of lithography machines, especially high-end EUV lithography machines. The rest of the cleaning equipment, thin film deposition, testing equipment, etc. also need to be imported from overseas. Among them, Japan accounts for 30% of China's semiconductor equipment imports, and is China's largest source of semiconductor equipment purchases, followed by the United States, accounting for 15% of imports, and the Netherlands accounting for 8%. With the completion of the tripartite agreement between the United States, Japan and the Netherlands, it will not be so easy for China to purchase high-end semiconductor equipment from these countries in the future. Japan's restrictions officially came into effect, and restrictions on 23 types of high-end semiconductor equipment were implemented on July 23. Japan would rather abandon its huge market and sacrifice the interests of its own companies, but also follow in the footsteps of the United States and collude with it. This practice of harming others and benefiting oneself will only push Japanese companies to the forefront. Japanese companies such as Tokyo Electron, Hitachi, and Nikon are afraid that they will have a hard time. However, it is the Netherlands that is under great pressure, because China is also taking export control measures. From August 1, China will impose export controls on gallium and germanium. Gallium and germanium are key raw materials widely used in semiconductors, radar, electric vehicles and other fields, and play a vital role in the Dutch lithography machine industry. China implemented export controls on August 1, while the Netherlands restricted shipments of high-end DUV lithography machines on September 1. The time difference is 1 month, and this time node may imply a deep meaning. China's implementation of export controls earlier than the Netherlands is to make the Netherlands rethink whether it should continue to implement the rules. If the Netherlands wants to obtain China's gallium and germanium export licenses, it should stop implementing the rules and turn back in time. At this time, the Netherlands is facing pressure from two aspects. On the one hand, China imposes export controls on gallium and germanium. The Netherlands cannot do without the supply of raw materials from China, otherwise the industrial chain will suffer huge losses. On the other hand, there is pressure from the United States. At first, the Netherlands did not intend to follow the example of the United States in restricting China. It is just that the Netherlands relies heavily on American technology. If it does not obey the words of the United States, it will also get into trouble. What's more, the tripartite agreement has been reached, and it is too late for the Netherlands to regret it. No matter how you look at it, the Netherlands is not pleasing to both sides, and it is the party with the most pressure in the tripartite agreement between the United States, Japan and the Netherlands. China is about to implement the export control plan of gallium and germanium. Some foreign media said, the consequences will be very serious. If Chinese exports of gallium and germanium were reduced or stopped, Western countries could face material shortages, affecting semiconductor production and R&D. Export controls can lead to higher prices. A reduction in supply can cause market demand to exceed supply, driving up gallium and germanium prices. This could increase costs for semiconductor manufacturers, which is ultimately reflected in product prices. Therefore, China's gallium and germanium export control plan may have a certain impact on Western countries, especially for the semiconductor industry and related high-tech fields. Of course, in the face of China's export controls, countries such as the United States and the Netherlands will not remain indifferent, but choose to get rid of China's dependence and establish a new gallium and germanium supply chain. But they underestimated the difficulty, and building a complete gallium and germanium industry chain requires a lot of capital investment, including mineral resources mining, refining and processing, material preparation, device manufacturing and other links. Each link requires large-scale financial support. The construction of the gallium and germanium industry chain needs to rely on advanced material research and development and manufacturing technology. This includes innovations and breakthroughs in material purity control, crystal growth technology, and thin film preparation technology. At the same time, it is also necessary to solve the environmental protection and energy consumption problems in the material preparation process. Moreover, it is necessary to integrate suppliers and partners in all links to ensure the stability and coordination of raw material supply, process equipment supply, and product sales. Western countries have long relied on Chinese imports and have almost no experience in this area. It is hard to imagine how difficult it is to start from scratch. There is only one way for Japan, the Netherlands, and the United States to continue to obtain gallium and germanium from China, and that is to sit down and talk. Only this time, the right to speak is in the hands of China. If you agree with the point of view of this video, please like it. Welcome to Forward, leave a message and share.